Hey guys, so I promised I would give you something not quite so boring, and I'm going to try to do a better job. My back is itching right now. So I'm going to do the throwback tag. I've never done it before. Me and Autumn did a best friend tag, but we haven't uploaded it yet. So let's get started. Question number 1. What year were you born in? 1995. Question number 2. Do you have any pictures of yourself from when you were younger? I have a lot of pictures of myself, but I don't think any are here, so I'm gonna go look. Hold on. I know she's got them around because, I mean, she's my grandma. Oh, here we go. I look really funny. Hold on, let me flip this around. Okay. That's me right there. That's me when I was little. I knew she had one. Okay, anyway, so I showed you question 2. Question number 3. What TV shows did you grow up watching? Johnny Bravo, Powerpuff Girls, Dexter's Laboratory, and Courage the Cowardly Dog. That was my favorite one. Number 4. What did you want to be when you grew up, and do you still want to be that? Originally, I wanted to be an archaeologist, and I still want to be an archaeologist. I have a certain lifestyle that I want to be able to have, and I can't have that traveling all the time, so I'm getting into psychology. Number 5. Show a video of yourself when you were younger. I do not have any videos of me when I was younger. The only video I ever got of me when I was a little kid was me being born, and it's at home, and I'm pretty sure you don't want to see that. It's pretty gross. Number 6. What were your favorite toys to play with? I was kind of a boyish little girl. I played with a lot of, like, you know, Tonka trucks and stuff like that. But I played with Barbie dolls too. I loved Barbie dolls. And my Barbie dolls, like, when I was growing up, my Barbie dolls always ended up, like, getting married and having babies. You know? That's just how it was. What's the most embarrassing thing that you can remember doing? Oh my god. Okay, so I have 2, but this is my most embarrassing one. I was at school one day. I was in, like, 4th grade, maybe. And I really had to go to the bathroom. Like, I had to go to the bathroom so bad. Like, I was holding it, everything. And I asked my teacher. I had a guy teacher, go figure. And I was like, hey, teacher dude. I was like, I really need to go to the bathroom. And he looked at me, and he was like, no. And I was like, but I really had to go to the bathroom, and he wouldn't let me go to the bathroom. And so I went to a Christian school, and oh my god, I know, because my friend Chase, he saw, or like, he found my YouTube videos. I know he's gonna look at this, and he's gonna be like, oh my god, and he's never gonna talk to me again. Anyway, so I went to this Christian school, and we scored our own work. Like, we did all our own grading, and there's this score table, and I was at the score table, and I was trying so hard not to go to the bathroom. I was like, I really need to go. And, like, I was trying so hard, and then all of a sudden, I was sitting there, and it just happened. Like, I had no control over it. I just, like, peed everywhere. Like, there was pee on the floor and everything. I didn't know what to do, and no one saw it, which was what surprised me, because it was right, like, there was a boy who sat right there, and he didn't even notice it. And I'm like, I just peed myself. And I had to go the whole day because I didn't want to tell anyone because I knew they were going to laugh at me. And so I don't know, I cleaned myself off. I finally got to go to the bathroom. I cleaned myself off. It was just really embarrassing. It was so embarrassing. And I know Chase is going to see this. And if you laugh, Chase, I'll find you. Anyway, next question. Read something you wrote when you were in kindergarten. I don't have any of this stuff. Should I have been, like, one of those, like, hoarder children? Because I don't keep anything. I got in a lot of trouble in kindergarten anyway, so I don't really want to revisit that. But I'll tell you a story from when I was in kindergarten though, because it was really funny. Well, this was kind of like before kindergarten a little, so pre-K stories. I had this teacher and I used to make up these really weird stories, and I made up a story one time that my mom had spent the weekend in jail because she beat up my dad because he was drinking a lot. And I don't even know why I said it, and come to find out, years later, my mom told me, she's like, I used to make up stories like that too. She's like, she told me one time she convinced her teacher that she was adopted and her real parents died in a car accident, and her adoptive parents made her sit outside and eat grass while they ate steak. My mom was little. But yeah, so really funny story there. Next question, since I can't read you that. 3 songs you love to listen to as a child. This is easy. Bye Bye Bye, NSYNC. Britney Spears, Oops I Did It Again, and Christina Aguilera's Genie in a Bottle. Those are my jam. And, okay, next one. I only have 17%, so I'm trying to hurry this along. What was one funny thing you dressed up as for Halloween when you were younger? Being little, I only really remember twice me dressing up. Well, 3 times, but the 3rd time I looked really good, so that doesn't count. So one time I dressed up as a, I guess she was like a princess fairy. I'm not even sure what it was. But, like, it had, like, these straps like mine. And, like, I guess my mom didn't want me showing off too much skin when I was that little. And so, like, I had, like, this weird red shirt underneath this, like, pink, fluffy, poofy, polka-dotted dress. I don't even know. And I had, like, a crown. It was weird. My mom just texted me, so, sorry, I just got really close. Tell a funny story of something you remember happening when you were young. Well, I told you the kindergarten story, or pre-K one. Let's see if I can remember anything funny. I don't remember anything funny other than me telling my teacher that. Young was a long time ago. I'll be 18 in 3 months. Young was 18 years ago. I don't know. I'll get back to that one. Let me think about it. Are there any special things you've kept from when you were a child? My mom kept my hospital bracelet, so I still have that from when I was a baby. My dad's kept all, like, the Father's Day things that we used to have to make, our parents when we were younger. My dad's kept all my drawings. They still have the first pair of shoes they ever bought me. What else? This is what I have. I have, 2 teddy bears. They were my first teddy bears ever that my family bought me when I was a baby, so I still have those. I keep all my stuffed animals. I have a full-size bed, and if I laid all my stuffed animals on them, it would be covered. Like, I have a lot of stuffed animals. I don't throw them away because they're special to me. What was something weird you used to do as a child? I know, but I remember this one girl. Oh my god, this could be, okay, going back to my, number, funny story, whatever. There was this girl, and, like, we made really bad fun of her, and we probably shouldn't have made fun of her, but she had this, like, weird obsession. She would, like, eat, like, anything. Like, she would eat chapstick, like, not lick it, It's normal sometimes if you lick chapstick, because it tastes good, but it's different if you, like, and eat it. This girl would eat the chapstick. Like, she would get a tube of chapsticks and she'd just eat it, and she would eat glue, like, glue sticks and stuff, and she would eat erasers. Like, she would chew it and swallow it. And, like, we used to make so much fun of her. That's actually probably something really gross, not very funny. But it was funny to me. We used to laugh at her all the time, so. I was a boring kid. Oh my god. Okay, I got one. When I was little, I wasn't even in pre-K. I might have been in just like regular daycare. They had these little tunnel things. It was like a tunnel, and like I was sitting inside of it, and this little boy came inside, and he like tried to kiss me, and I was playing with the Tonka truck, and when he tried to kiss me, I like hit him in the face with it, and I broke his nose. Like I was like 3 or 4. Like my mom told me about it. I don't even remember it. And I've always been like that. Like I remember the first time I ever got kissed was like I hated it. I didn't want to get kissed. Like when I was younger, I was like, ew, stay away from me. You know, I was okay with having boyfriends. I was like, yeah, I'll hold your hand. But if you like put your lips to mine, you were getting it. Like I didn't want anyone touching me like that. And so there was this boy. See, I'm short. I'm 4'11" and a half. When I was this happened in 5th grade, I want to say. Somewhere around there. But when I was in 5th grade, there was this boy. I was maybe like 4'9", and this boy was shorter than me, like shorter. Like I was 2 heads taller than him almost. But we were the same age. And he was kind of like my boyfriend, I guess. You don't really have boyfriends until you're old enough to carry on a relationship. He was like my boyfriend, and he kept trying to kiss me. I was like, no. And then we just got back from lunch, and we were in the classroom, you know, and our teacher was walking back or whatever. She wasn't there yet. And all the kids were in there, and they were like, kiss him, kiss him, kiss him, kiss him. And I was like, dude, no. I mean, ew. And they kept saying it, and I was like, fine. And so, like, I had to, like, bend down. Like, I had to, like, crouch down, and he had to get on his tippy toes to kiss me. It was gross. But I've always been like that. Anyway, next question. Okay, anyway, what was something weird you used to do as a child? I used to, I don't know. I used to eat dirt when I was little, but, I mean, who doesn't? That's a normal thing. Ew, okay. So, this probably isn't really funny to y'all, but it's hilarious to me, but oh my god, I was little still. Well, I wasn't little. I was old enough to where I could hold a baby and people would not freak out if I held him. Anyway, I had this cousin, and I'm not going to say his name, but he was like not even a year old at the time, and he was in the sandbox, and he was playing around, and he kept eating the sand, and I was like, what is going on? Why is he eating the sand? And he kept eating the sand. I was like, I wonder if it tastes good or something. So I ate it. Like, I didn't like, I just like took like a little, you know, and it was gross, and I spit it out, and I was like, ugh. Anyway, what's the scariest thing you remember that happened to you when you were younger? Okay, I was terrified of trick-or-treating after this. So one year, my grandparents still lived in Georgia with us, and, you know, we would go over there and visit them. Well, it was Halloween, and I went trick-or-treating in their neighborhood. And I wanted to go by myself, and my dad was like, oh, you can't. He's like, what if someone gets you? What are you going to do? And I was like, I can handle myself. And I was like 8. And I was like, I can handle myself. And so they took me trick-or-treating. And I went up to this person's house, and I knocked on the door and everything, got my candy, and I was like, yo, thanks. And so my teeth are really crooked. He can't notice that. They're so crooked. But anyway, so I got my candy and everything, and I was like, thanks, dude. And then I was walking back, and I couldn't find my parents, and I started crying, and then my dad jumped out, and he grabbed me, and I started screaming and crying, and I didn't want to go trick-or-treating for a very long time after that. I didn't actually go trick-or-treating again until 8th grade, and I'd go trick-or-treating every year because I love Halloween. Last question. How is the world now different from how it was? These people, grammatical errors, okay? Grammatical errors. This does not make any sense. How is the world now different from how it was like when you were a child? This is how it should read. How is the world different now than how it was when you were a child? there's a lot of things different. Gas is more expensive now. It's harder to get a job now. It's harder to get a house now. I mean, and we struggled when I was younger. I mean, when I was a baby, like, my parents had a really hard time because they didn't really have a whole lot of money. But still, I mean, it was easier back then than it is now. A lot of things are, you know? Things are so different. And it's like my mom, like, me and her were talking, and it's such a big difference, even from 95 to 2013. But my mom was saying how when she was a kid, she knew girls that were, like, 14, and they were married to, like, 40-year-olds and had children already, and they were still in school. And so it's just weird how much everything has changed. And yes, some things have changed for the better, but I mean, there's some things that are so different now that it's like, it's ridiculous. Anyway, so that was it. I want to do another one, but I don't want to do it on this tag. So comment, like, subscribe. You got to dig a little deeper into my mysterious mind, and I'll see you next time.